Well, folks, another year has passed, and somehow we survived. I figured we couldn't possibly remember all the highlights, so I just went ahead and put together a list of some of the topics I covered, just for kicks. So let's dive in. We opened the year with a startling report estimating that 65,000 women and girls were forced to carry their rapist babies in 14 states with AB bans since Dobbs. We learned the White House was a veritable den while Orangina was in office. Texas blocked Border Patrol agents in the Rio Grande from saving 2 children and their mother from drowning. We found out Alexander Smirnov, the dude the Republicans staked their entire Biden impeachment probe on, made everything he said about the Bidens up. Orangina was ordered to pay $355 million in the New York civil fraud case and was barred from doing business in the state for 3 years. Judge Arthur Engeron said Orangina's complete lack of contrition and remorse bordered on pathological. Alabama ruled that any single-cell fertilized egg, regardless of their location, is a child, effectively squashing IVF. Yeah, they walked that back pretty quick. Katie Britt delivered a shame-throwing, fear-inducing, disaster-predicting, God-invoking, piss-word salad rebuttal to the State of the Union address. Candace Owens lost her job at the Daily Wire. Womp womp. Orangina started hawking holy books and also posted a picture of a hog-tied Biden decal on the back of a truck. MAGA saw no dissonance between the two and proceeded to hate freely in the name of their savior. The Francis Scott Key Bridge in Baltimore collapsed after a 985-foot-long cargo vessel slammed into it, to the delight of conspiracy theorists in basements across the nation. We learned the former publisher of the National Enquirer, David Pecker, squashed stories about Orangina's affairs during his 2016 campaign and ran false stories about Hillary Clinton. Shocker. Stormy Daniels testified in the Hush Money case and detailed her ick encounter with Orangina from 2006, which happened while Melania was home with baby Barron. It was TMI about a POS. Yeah. Samuel Alito threw his wife under the bus over an upside-down flag she flew at their Virginia house in order to stick it to the libs, and an appeal to heaven flag she flew at their Jersey Beach house in order to stick it to the gays. The entire Republican Party finally climaxed when Hunter Biden was convicted for lying about his drug use on a firearms application, a crime Matt Gaetz very likely committed as well when he was running party pills through his government office. We learned the infant mortality rate in Texas rose by a whopping 13% after their heartbeat bill went into effect. Save the children, right, pro-life Texas? Yeah. SCOTUS effectively criminalized homelessness by making it illegal to sleep outside in places where there aren't enough places for homeless people to sleep inside. SCOTUS also changed the Constitution and crowned the president king for no reason at all in the immunity decision. The president of the Heritage Foundation, smarmy Kevin Roberts, said during an interview, "We are in the process of the Second American Revolution, which will remain bloodless if the left allows it to be." A Boy Scout troop of masked, Target uniform-wearing Little Mustache Man wannabes marched around Nashville and escaped in the back of a U-Haul. Judge Eileen Cannon earned her special status MAGA wings when she dismissed the classified documents case against Orangina. Biden sunsetted through the presidential debate and turned the whole world on its head, exposing the truth that the Democratic Party is run by old folks who would rather be buried with the torch than pass it on. The media proceeded to publish what was proven to be 10 times more articles about Biden's age than Trump's. J.D. Vance called liberal women miserable cat ladies and walked a fine line between keeping his marriage and proving he's still a racist schneedle. Orangina told far-right Christian allies they would only have to get out and vote this time, and in 4 years they won't have to vote anymore. No biggie. Orangina did an interview at the National Association of Black Journalists Convention where he said Kamala Harris was Indian and then all of a sudden she was black. Clarence Thomas got caught concealing billionaire bromance-funded trips to Bali, California, New Zealand, and Hawaii. MAGAs came up with the Tampon Tim nickname and held onto it for dear life, never once using their lazy little Google fingers to learn how easily the story was debunked. We learned Orangina may have taken a $10 million bribe from Egypt for his 2016 campaign. Orangina pinched off the kids going to school and getting gender reassignment surgery lie. Kamala shellacked Orangina at the debate. The prevailing split screen was Kamala laughing while Orangina spit out, "They're eating the dogs." We learned maternal mortality in Texas rose 56% from 2019 to 2022. So much life-saving, Christians. Jack Smith's filing of 165 pages of evidence in the 2020 election fraud case was unsealed by Judge Tanya Chutkin, proving Orangina planned to claim victory regardless of the outcome, knew he lost, made up voter fraud stats, and encouraged a riot. Yeah. A Christian nationalist pastor in Texas, Joel Webon, proposed that women who make a false report of sexual assault should be publicly executed. He did. Attorney generals of Kansas, Missouri, and Idaho filed a lawsuit to restrict the AB pill mifepristone on the grounds that fewer teen pregnancies could cost them seats in Congress. Orangina's goons roughed up an official at Arlington Cemetery for a campaign photo op. Biden indirectly, sorta, called MAGA garbage, and the entire right wing acted like they had never, ever heard a president utter a negative word about a constituent in their lives. Louisiana passed a law requiring the 10 Commandments be displayed in every classroom because the separation of church and state is apparently as fluid a concept as a well-regulated militia. What else? Oh, Elon Musk bought Orangina the presidency in a race with numbers that we're not supposed to talk about that. Kind of like Israel. Shortly after, girls across the nation were told, "Your body, my choice," and black people were told to report for picking cotton. Luigi Mangione did the unthinkable and was trotted out in a perp walk that put New York Fashion Week to shame. Don and Kimberly broke up. We found out a sitting Republican congresswoman was in a memory care facility for 6 months, and Matt Gaetz, Orangina's pick to lead the DOJ, paid $90,000 for sex with a series of girls in their junior and senior years of high school. Yay, 2024. Yeah.